Hey guys, it's your boy Killer Kill 360 back with another video. And today we're going to talk about is does Bleach have universal scaling? Because, some people like to say, it's hyperbole. Oh, they just was trying to hype up the moment. The jump for him to get to universal was inconceivable at that point. But hey, I'm not alone. I'm joined with.
What's good, y'all? What's good? What's good?
Yeah, bro. Like, how you feel about this hyperbole? Like, oh, people were saying it's hyperbole for like Ichigo to be universal at this point. Oh, and the point I'm talking about is during the fucking Karakura attack time. Essentially, what Aizen like shows up and is about to give everybody the smoke. Essentially, so during that point, like, we see captains, other captains there. So like, people saying like, oh, Ichigo's not, universal during that time. Which, hey, I want to hear your thoughts on it.
Okay, well, before we go there, we have to go back and look back at the series of Bleach as a whole. Specifically, Ichigo, right? Now, we don't always have to go if you want to go all the way to a 1,000-year blood war for Ichigo.
We can always do that. We can like sum it up towards that end. Yeah.
Okay. Because like I said, the way how I'm doing it, like, sure, there are some people who don't agree with this. Some people might say I'm lowballing. Some people might say I'm highballing. But hey, I tend to lowball just to get the roughest number estimate, or at least this is the bare minimum you can get this character to be.
Right.
Rather than me highballing into oblivion and have them reach this inconceivable number that they realistically speaking can't reach.
Yeah, I get that.
So, yeah. So let's just say bare bones, right? His Shikigami form, right? Which I would say just bare bones makes him 4 times stronger than his base if he wasn't using it.
Right.
By that, I mean, this is the Ichigo who grabbed Rukia's sword, and he took more Rihatsu than she thought he was going to.
Right.
And his sword was already as big as a freaking great sword. Just due to how much spiritual pressure he had even then.
Right.
Yeah, like that would make his Shinigami form would make him roughly 4 times the strength he would have had.
Right.
But he was just, the Ichigo that tried to fight Rukia, but she ended up putting him in a freaking locked position because he couldn't move. He managed to force his way out of it with no spiritual pressure at all at that point.
Yeah.
And then he got stronger. He then got his Shikai, which is, by a guess, like 5 times stronger than his Shinigami form.
Yeah, bare minimum, yeah.
And he got also a Bankai, which ranges from being 5 to 10 times stronger.
Right.
And then he also had his mask, which again
is it
roughly a 10 to
5 times
multiplier.
But
again.
let's give Ichigo benefit of the doubt because he's a main character, so we can say 10, right?
Yeah. Since we're just having fun, sure, let's just say it's 10.
Yeah.
And again, when it came to his mask, let's also put it at like 10, which makes him plus white and old man Zangetsu. White Ichigo. Well, yeah, white Ichigo, then old man, then Bankai Ichigo. So basically, Vastalori plus 2 Bankai Ichigos, essentially.
Right.
And this should make Ichigo's Bankai like 30 times stronger. Like, as like I guess.
Yeah. You can say that.
And going to the end, he gains power comparable to his Dangai form, just in his Shikai.
Yep.
But just multiplied by both his Hollow Mask and Bankai. So its Shikai is 10 times with the Hollow Mask, and Mass Shikai is roughly 10 times with his Bankai. And on top of that, we can also stack his training with Old Man Zangetsu and became 10 Zangetsu.
Right. So, yeah, and let me give y'all a premise to just show you how like crazy Ichigo is. He went from like not even barely, wall level to like like the jumps in power that Ichigo has is insane. Anyway, I'm sorry about that. Like I was saying, throughout the series we see Ichigo progress in power by a lot, right? So when we got to the Soul Society, he went from being just like lieutenant level to fighting captains. The same captains that are arguably as strong as some of Ronkar's, including like Kapachi, because Kapachi scales to Narutora, but Ichigo's able to beat him. Now, you guys gonna say, oh, but Kapachi was suppressed. But the fact that he fought Kapachi is still crazy. Um, then from there, he gets, 10 times stronger from there in his base. Then he unlocks Bankai within 3 days, which is crazy. And since he's a main character, I'm gonna give him benefit of the doubt that he gets a 10 times amp, making him captain level by the end of the Soul Society. By the way, he blocks the Zanpakuto bird. I forgot the name of it, but that thing has over a trillion freaking Zanpakutos in one. He overpowered it, like literally told it to fuck off. And yeah, that's just
the
crazy.
freaking executioner bird, which had the power of 36 million Zanpakutos.
Yeah, and he told that thing to fuck off, essentially. He's like, I gotta save Rukia, I don't care about you, which is insane when you think about it. Because that bird is meant to execute high level Soul Reapers, but it did nothing to Ichigo.
Yes, its flames are so hot that it literally can scorch your soul.
Yes. And then, Ichigo is around captain level. And another statement I like too. When Shinji first met Ichigo, he's like, bro, you're leaking out too much spiritual pressure. Are you trying to destroy the world? As Ichigo's like, I didn't even know I was doing that. He's already planetary during then. Nobody talks about that. So, if we take that statement, right, from Shinji, he's a captain, so he knows what he's talking about. We take that statement. So bare minimum, he's already planet level, right? He can affect the world with his spiritual pressure and all of that, right? And if we take this to Wako Mundo, where Ichigo literally becomes Goku, where he when he first walks into Wako Mundo, he's not even a fucking a Ronkar level, right? Like he's not even a Ronkar, right? Let alone a Spada. He beats some of the Ronkars, then he runs into Narutora. Not Narutora, Okiura. My bad, guys. Runs into Okiura. Okiura one-shots him, kills him, like literally fucking eviscerates him. He's down for the count, right? Like I was saying, he got one shot at eviscerated, right? And then, Grimjaw was like, oh, did you kill him, Okiura? It's like Okiura's like, yeah, he's dead, right? As Grimjaw is like, nah, he's not leaving my fate. I'm gonna bring him back. As he goes and grabs Orihime, as he forces Orihime to heal her best friend so he can kill him. Yeah, that's fucked up. Anyway, so Ichigo is like, he says thank you to Orihime as she heals him up. And, he's fighting Grimjaw. Grimjaw was like mauling him. Like, it looks like he's about to get killed. As Ichigo looks up, as Orihime is like, hey, you better not lose, nigga. As he's like, bet. As he like literally one-shots Grimjaw just in a span of a few seconds. Like, which is crazy because we do know on bare minimum, he has 100 times amp, given that his resurrection is a 10 times. You get what I'm saying? So he's like 100 times percent, right? So Ichigo literally overpowers him, one-shots him, which is absurd. And the reason why I say this is crazy is because The power gap is insane because Grimjow previously was able to absolutely dog walk him, like no death. And like what I'm trying to say is Ichigo has fucking Zenkai's out of nowhere, okay? And the fact that he closed that gap in power is just absurd. Like the magnitude of that gap is insane. So I'm gonna pass it back to Rage.
Alrighty. So, yeah, like you were saying, Ichigo does grow magnitudes in power, even to the point to where Kubo does confirm that Ichigo gets stronger in every fight that he's in, regardless if he wins or loses. And with him getting that strong, let's do like a rough comparison through the times. Ichigo in his first Shikigami form is like a 1, but increases to get a 2.5 times during the Renji fight. Then it increases by 5 thanks to Shikai. He then fights Kenpachi, who takes his eye patch, but Ichigo still matches with him. This boost, depending on Kenpachi's restriction, being released, unmasked Bankai Ichigo is an 8 times boost. After that, he gets thrashed by Grimjow, but 1 month later, Yukiora in his first release then masks him, grants him, making him about 5 times stronger than like a visor Bankai, one arm to Grimjow. And then he gets now into his second mundo release, Ichigo fighting equally against the full power Grimjow. Vasta Lori Ichigo got another boost destroys Yukiora's Bankai was blitzed. And every time he gets, which makes him another 10 times stronger than the second release match is Resurrection with Grimjow. Vasta Lori Ichigo roughly 50 to 100 times stronger than his mask advisor Bankai transformation. Ichigo then gets thrashed by Narutora and fights Yukiora, who notices that he got snapped down by Ichigo. Depends on Aizen's evolution, along with Ichigo's training in with Tetsuga and White. The result is either 80, 400 to even 2,000 times stronger than his Vasta Lori at full power. And Mugetsu and True Shikai Ichigo are equal in power. Merge Hollow plus his Quincy form is either a 10 times or even a 20 boost times jump, since it combines Ichigo's Quincy powers and Hollow powers and True Bankai 10 times as usual. Now, full bringer Shikai Ichigo is equal to second release Yukiora, and full power Bankai Ichigo is equivalent to Vasta Lori Ichigo at full power. And we complete a completed full bring Ichigo is at least as strong as Bankai Ichigo in the Soul Society arc. As, hey, I could keep going, but hey, I think I made my point clear.
Yeah, like what we trying to say is the argument is Ichigo truly universal at that point? And I say yes, because the fact that he had to go to the what do you call it, the Dangai, that train go, I forgot the name of it, guys, but I know what I'm talking about. It's the place where time is different from outside his reality, right? It's way different. It's like the hyperbolic time chamber. It's like the hyperbolic time chamber, to give you an example. And Ichigo stood in there for 3 days, was equate to 3 months, right?
Yeah.
So like Ichigo power grew dramatically being in there, to the point where his spiritual pressure couldn't be felt by anybody else. And when he left it and pulled up on Aizen literally thought he transferred all his spiritual pressure to his physical strength. But the thing is, it wasn't even that. It's just the fact that he was so much stronger than Aizen couldn't pick up on it at all. So when they started fighting, Ichigo was just, slashing away. Y'all know how the fight goes. Until Aizen's like, oh, you put all your strength into your physical power, you discarded your, Soul Reaper and the Hollow powers. As he's like, nah, I didn't do that. I'm just stronger than you. As Aizen, he gets pissed. He goes into his second state. And this is the infamous part that everybody likes to say is hyperbole, where Aizen is talking about how much Ichigo is stronger than him is a different plane of power. Everybody's up in arms about this because some people say it's hyperbole, some people says it can't be because the power gap is too ridiculous for that to happen. But I'm just saying, like, it's possible. We've seen Ichigo do crazy jumps in powers throughout the series. And it's just like I don't get why people can say it's impossible. But hey, that's why I'm not alone on this video. What's your thoughts on, Ichigo being universal?
Like forever. Like clearly humans are 3D, so Soul Reapers and Hollows must be 4D. Aizen ascended to 5D. Ichigo ascended above that, so therefore Ichigo is 6D, and anything less is just low bowling.
Right. He's playing with y'all guys.
but in all honesty, Aizen at this point is literally beyond literally human souls, which are 3D.
Right.
And Aizen is above that, which again, if you're a dimension above something, well, I guess that means you were 4D.
Yeah.
And now, whether or not you actually believe Ichigo is actually fifth dimensional or not, honestly, doesn't matter.
Right.
Because he just gets stronger in Thousand Year Blood War anyway.
Mm-hmm. Mugetsu becomes his base.
Ichigo is universal then.
Right.
You could probably argue he's universal even after defeating freaking Yuha.
Yeah. Because you can argue Mugetsu is new Ichigo's base. Like, you can legitimately argue that. Because Yuha was like, the people to look out for is Ichigo, Kenpachi, Aizen, Yamamoto. Those characters, he's like, those are the, we call them, war something. Like, those are like war level characters, you know what I'm saying? And if you kill them, it's like that. So, Yuha is like, you damn near can say he's universal. It would make no sense for him not to be. But I don't want to drag the video on too long. So let us know your opinion on this debate. Have we, answered some of your questions while we was doing this video? Or you might want to say something in the comment section. Keep it fair, guys. Let's not be toxic about it. We're just having fun. At the end of the day, power scaling is up to your own interpretation at the end of the day. So let us know what you think about our statements or our questions or, just kicking it on a video. But let us know how y'all feel about this because in my opinion, Ichigo's universal, even at that point and after he's universal. But I know some people that, highly disagree with that, and I respect their opinion on it. This is the same thing with me and Luffy and Naruto. You already know how I feel about this. I don't think Naruto beats Luffy and vice versa. It's just how it is. It's up to your interpretation. But you have anything to say, bro?
Yeah. Again, don't take what we say too seriously because, like again, power scaling is a touchy subject regardless of what part of the fan base that you're in. So, again, we're just two dumbasses on the internet expressing our opinion. If you don't like it, well, fuck off.
Yeah, fuck off.